Hi, happy Wednesday. This is Pamela of Pamelaquilts, and I'm here with today's June Mini Madness block. This is block 24. This is an economy patch, and we're making a 3-inch size today. So for your 3-inch block, you'll need one 2-inch center square. You'll need two 2 3/8 inch squares cut in half diagonally for your outside squares. In the instructions, I have this being background. I decided to make it a second color just for the fun of it. And you'll need one 2 3/4 inch square of your blue fabric. In the instructions, I'm using pink, and you'll need to cut this square in half diagonally both ways so you can see. This was the original square. We're going to cut it in half diagonally in both directions. And we're going to be sewing this around our center square. So let's get started. What you want to do is you want to mark your halfway point on each of your squares and triangles and match those up. And then sew your 1/4 inch seam. We're going to be pressing these out toward the outside of the block all the way around. So I'm going to finger press that. Finger press that. Line those up. Make sure the edges of the fabric are lined up. And we're just going to continue around and add all 4 of these triangles. You can tell this requires a bit of thought and being very quiet. It's hard to chat and concentrate at the same time. You can see how nicely your 1/4 inch should come right to this corner. So that when you press it out, you get this nice little square in a square. So we're going to want to trim off these little triangles here. Okay, and now we're going to repeat the process, adding the outer background squares on. You're going to finger press this, and you're going to line that up with the center point there. So it's going to come right like this, and you can kind of really have a good visual of how that lines up. There. Across. Okay, so I've got a bit of a gap there. It looks like my seam allowance is fine. So ideally you would not have that gap there. We'll see how the rest of this block comes out. I know the blocks are getting a little harder, so I hope you're keeping up all right. Please feel free if any block is just like, you just cannot get it to come out right. You can always make a duplicate of one of the easier blocks that you like better and maybe switch the colors on or something. And feel free to make this your own project and make it happy and fun. So my block does measure a little over. Looks like it's a little over. And you can see I have just a little bit. I should have trimmed this block, which should be 2 3/4. It looks like it's about right. So anyway, it's not absolutely perfect, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. When it's all put together, you'll never notice a little seam that's gone astray. So this is block 24, Economy Patch. Hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you back tomorrow.